Welcome to the movie Speeching. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take good care. Frankenstein is the name of the movie. Please like and subscribe to get every update. In 1795, scientist Victor Frankenstein created humans from body parts and electricity. However, Victor is horrified by his own creation and wraps her up like a mummy before throwing her into the river. The creature was strong enough to survive and emerged from the river, hungry for revenge. He returned to Victor's house and killed his wife, seeing it as good bait. The creature then moved far north because it was immune to low temperatures. Victor tries to follow him to get revenge, but the cold eventually kills him. Even though he hates him, the creature decides to give Victor a proper burial in the family cemetery. While working, he heard a strange noise and turned around to see demons following him. They wanted the creature to come with them, but instead he fought them. After some effort, the creature was thrown into the tomb, where a demon trapped it in its throat. Desperate to defend itself, the creature grabbed a tombstone with a strange symbol and stabbed the demon, setting it ablaze. At that moment, a stone gargoyle turned back to look at the tomb, opened its eyes, and saw that it was still alive. Soon, a group of gargoyles began to move as the creature continued to fight the demons. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep up for long and eventually passed out, so a demon started kicking him in the face. However, the demon would not kill him, saying that they needed him alive for a man named Naberius. Suddenly, the gargoyles arrived and began destroying the demons, causing them all to burn using divine weapons. One by one the demons burned until there was not a single one left. The gargoyles Ophir and Keziah then assume human form and examine the creature, concluding that it is special because it can survive a demon attack. Ophir examines the unfinished grave and, along with Victor's body, finds his diary. Moments later, the creature wakes up chained to the floor in a strange room with Ophir and Keziah. At that moment, Gargoyle Queen Leonore and her guard Gideon enter, and Gideon immediately demands that the creature be executed. The creature began to fight against its chains, so Keziah and Ophir used their daggers to stop it. When they explain that the demons want the creature, Gideon thinks it's another reason to kill him, but Leonore stops him and looks into the creature's eyes. She saw him as more human than monster and decided to call him Adam. Afterwards, he was finally released and taken on a tour of the church. Leonore explains that Adam was attacked by demons under the command of the Black Prince Naberius and that the Gargoyle Order was created by the great Archangel Michael. Their sacred mission is to fight against demons and prevent them from destroying humanity. Leonore then asks Adam to stay with them for his own safety, but Adam refuses to participate in a fight that does not concern him. Still wanting to protect Adam, Ophir and Keziah took him to the weapons room. While Adam chooses a weapon, the gargoyles explain how it works. Only blessed objects can hurt demons, including holy water and crosses. Everything can be made sacramental by marking it with the lucky symbol of the Gargoyle Order. When a demon is killed, its soul goes to hell and is trapped forever. On the other hand, gargoyles come to life when they die, and only soulless creatures can kill them. After trying out many different weapons, Adam found one that suited him and left the church. Meanwhile, Leonore orders Gideon to hide Victor's diary in a safe. After that, Adam began to wander around the world and hundreds of years passed, but he never grew old. Demons continued to hunt and attack him, so he gained a lot of experience fighting them and learned how to destroy them quickly. He even learned how to set traps in anticipation, burning demons without lifting a finger. In the end, he realized that no matter where he went, the demons would always find him, so he had no way out. He decides to return to the city and is shocked at how much it has changed, noticing modern lights everywhere. Determined to find the source of his problem, Adam walks into a club and finds a particular man at a table, who he then follows out of the club. In a dark alley, Adam is suddenly attacked by a demon lurking in the shadows, but Adam reacts quickly and pins him to the wall, asking him where to find Naberius. Just then a policeman arrives, so Adam uses the demon as a shield. However, the demon quickly escapes from Adam's arms, shattering his gun and killing the policeman in a matter of seconds. Then two more demons appeared and Adam destroyed them quickly thanks to his experience. The first demon tried to escape, so Adam started chasing it, even chasing it as it climbed a wall. When Adam reached the top of the building, the demon jumped up and ran away. Adam wanted to continue chasing, but a gargoyle suddenly swooped down and swept him away. Meanwhile, in a mysterious laboratory, scientists Tara and Carl are conducting a special experiment. A dead rat was attached to a large machine, and when one activated it, the rat began to spasm, then its heart rate accelerated to the point of cardiac arrest. Soon the machine stopped as it was pushed to its limit, but Carl was happy that they had created a heartbeat for at least a few seconds. All this was overseen by the project's benefactor, who turned out to be Naberius. Just then, the demon Adam had just fought appeared and shared an exaggerated version of the story. Naberius saw through the lies and beat him for it. Outside, a demon stood watching the gargoyle take Adam to the church. They enter through a window and the gargoyle returns to human form, revealing himself to be Ophir. More gargoyles appeared from the darkness and chained Adam's arms and legs and lifted him into the air, where Gideon placed a collar around his neck. Adam is then tied to a chair chair and Leonore steps in to remind him that their fight must take place in the dark. Gideon points out that the policeman died because of Adam's recklessness, and he and Leonore agree that it's best to lock Adam up. Angered, Adam tells Leonore that she is no better than Naberius, which momentarily causes her face to look like a gargoyle. Returning to Naberius, he ordered his demons to bring Adam back to him alive. Demons roam the streets and head towards the church while gargoyles watch over them from above. When the demons get close enough, the gargoyles will begin to attack. A fierce battle ensued as the gargoyles began to destroy the demons one by one, causing them to burn mercilessly. However, this turned out to be just a distraction, and the demon Zuriel hid with thousands of beasts on the roofs of high-rise buildings, and soon they also headed towards the cathedral. Soon, the gargoyles are overpowered and begin to be killed as well, emitting a glowing blue light towards the sky as their bodies levitate. Gideon tells Ophir and Keziah to protect Adam, then forms a battle axe with his 3 weapons to fight off the demons infiltrating the church. The mob attacked ruthlessly as they stormed the building, but Gideon and the 2 other gargoyles were the brightest warriors and fought with great strength, slaying one demon after another with masterful skill. Teacher Gideon also kicked a group of demons out an open window to divide the crowd, jumping after them as he transformed into a gargoyle. Meanwhile, Ophir and Keziah defend Adam, who insists he should fight too if they want to win. Ophir reluctantly released him and gave him the weapon as the demons began knocking on the door. Since it would soon give way, Adam broke down the door and used it as a shield as he rushed through the crowd. Ophir and Keziah were right behind him, slaying all the demons that Adam missed. Unfortunately, Keziah was hit from behind and was paralyzed by pain. She had to observe how Ophir was also beaten and killed. When the clock struck 12 and the bell rang, Gideon stood on top of the church looking out over the battlefield. Realizing how his people were being slaughtered, he roared before diving down, cutting down any demons that dared stand in his way. Soon, the demons began to flee and the remaining gargoyles pursued them in fury. Inside, Adam checks Keziah for injuries, but she doesn't want help. She and Ophir love each other but cannot have sex because of the guild's rules, but that won't happen in heaven. Adam watched Keziah go up and find Ophir on the other side. Later, Adam tries to get information from a demon left behind while Leonore tells her bodyguard to help the others. Suddenly, a demon bursts through the window and attacks Leonore before kidnapping her, while Adam learns that the entire fight was just a distraction to lure Gideon and the guards away, keeping Leonore from escaping. Protect. The gargoyles then return with a captured demon and Adam begins beating him to make him confess Leonore's location. At first, the demon refused to speak, so Adam threatened to throw him into a fountain of holy water, which caused the demon to exhale smoke. Desperate, the demon reveals that Zuriel wants Gideon to bring Adam and exchange him for Leonore. Adam then killed the demon with holy water and left the sanctuary. When Gideon returns and learns what has happened, he rushes to the safe, ignoring the warnings of the other gargoyles that taking the items is against the rules. Gideon takes Victor's diary and asks God for forgiveness. Moments later, Gideon arrives at the building where Zuriel is holding Leonore hostage. Adam also comes, but he sneaks instead of showing himself. As the room begins to fill with demons, Gideon offers the diary in exchange for his queen, ignoring his orders not to do so. The diary fell at Zuriel's feet, and as soon as Zuriel let go of Leonore to get it, Gideon picked her up and flew through the hole in the ceiling. At that moment, Adam jumped up, ready to fight, so Zuriel escaped with the newspaper while the demons attacked Adam. Again, this is a very easy fight for him, and he kills them all in just a few minutes before going after Zuriel, who goes to another building and enters the elevator with the dice card. Adam quickly kills a nearby demon and takes his keycard to continue the chase. Soon, Zuriel finds Naberius and gives him the diary while nearby scientist Malachi experiments with a corpse, drawing a demonic mark on its forehead. After Zuriel and Naberius left, Adam also entered the area and saw Malachi before checking the back room, where he was shocked to discover thousands of bodies and capsules waiting to be revived. Naberius then brings the diary to Carl and Tara, who begin reading it and learn that Victor used electric eels to create the electricity that created the creature. With the energy flowing through Adam's body, killing him would be extremely difficult. Adam continued to sneak away to find the observation room. He sees Tara with the newspaper and immediately goes through the glass to land in the lab right in front of her. When the alarm goes off, Tara fearfully gives the diary to Adam. Suddenly, the guards also entered the lab, so Adam stepped back. However, Naberius intervened and asked the guards to stop before approaching Adam, asking him to join the search for answers. When Naberius tried to touch him, Adam quickly grabbed his hand, causing Naberius' eyes to blink. Zuriel immediately came to his boss's defense, so Adam escaped by jumping out the window. His powers caused him to go through the ground and land on a moving subway train, so he rolled on it until he came across a gap, trying to hold on to avoid falling. Adam then sat down and began looking through the newspaper. However, reading Victor's justifications for his experiments and seeing his own face upset him, so he closed the diary. Meanwhile, Nibirius tells Tara to go home and rest, thinking that Adam will come to her to help her understand the diary. His prediction is correct, and soon Adam follows Tara throughout the city. Finally, she notices someone following her and tries to hide, but Adam appears behind her anyway. He covered her mouth and promised not to hurt her before releasing her and asking her to come with him. Tara follows Adam as he tells her about the war between demons and gargoyles. They arrived at his hideout, and when Adam broke down the door, Zuriel heard the noise. Adam then explains that Nibirius wants to learn Victor's methods to build an army of powerful beings like him. Tara finds it hard to believe, but at that moment Zuriel appears, revealing his demonic form and proving the story. A very intense fight ensued and Adam was thrown from the scaffold. Zuriel rushed after him and pointed the gun at Adam's neck. Adam admits that he saw the bodies and points out that they will never be able to control them, but Zuriel explains that they will bring evil spirits from hell to possess them. It would be easy because these bodies do not have souls, like Adam. Zuriel then took the newspaper and announced that thanks to it, he no longer needed Adam alive. Before he can attack, Tara comes out and declares that she needs Adam alive for the experiment to take place. While Zuriel was distracted by his explanation, Adam pulled out a hidden knife and stabbed Zuriel, burning him. The fire almost reached the newspaper, but Tara caught it in time. The duo then returned to Adam's hideout, where Tara treats Adam's wounds while telling him that he is only a monster if he behaves like one. Adam then fell asleep to rest, and Tara took the opportunity to finish reading the newspaper. When Adam woke up, Tara announced that she had read enough to emulate Victor's methods and that she wanted to keep Victor's promise to be Adam's mate. Just then, Carl calls Tara's phone and they agree to meet later. Unfortunately, Carl is being followed by Nibirius' guards, who have heard everything. Tara then leaves and tells Adam not to follow her, so he gives her his dagger instead. When Tara arrives at the rendezvous point, she discovers that Carl has been forced into a trap because of her. Tara tries to use the dagger to defend herself, but the guard quickly grabs her wrist and disarms her. Meanwhile, Adam goes to the church and is quickly captured by the gargoyles, who take him to meet Leonore. Adam told him all about Nibirius' plans with the bodies, but he also admitted that he now had someone to protect. Leonore agrees to protect Adam and Tara, so Adam goes to find her. As soon as he is out of sight, Leonore tells Gideon to follow Adam and kill him after retrieving the diary. As Adam walked down an alley, he heard a strange noise that made him worried. He entered a building and grabbed an emergency axe before continuing forward. When he arrived at the hideout, he found the diary on the ground and Tara was nowhere to be seen. Suddenly he saw something in the mirror and suddenly Gideon punched him, smashing him through the wall. When Gideon hit him again, he slipped through a door and almost climbed out of the hole, but he used his axe to hang on and avoid falling. Gideon came and kicked the axe and Adam fell anyway, only to get to the ground. As he climbed back up, he couldn't see Gideon, who was now flying around the building before crashing into Adam. Gideon then grabbed Adam by the neck, smashing it against wall after wall until the roof collapsed behind them. They finally escape and Gideon frees Adam so he can swing the axe. However, Adam caught it before landing on a car. Gideon landed on top of him, but suddenly he felt pain and discovered that he had been hit by his own weapon. Adam reminds him that he has no soul and Gideon dies when blue light brings him back to life. Seeing the light, two gargoyles rushed towards that place, but they only found Gideon's clothes, which they brought to Leonore. At the lab, Tara refuses to help Nibirius, so he kills Carl to get her to cooperate. With no other options, Tara connects Carl to the machine and uses her new knowledge to begin resuscitating him. Everything she does is copied by Malachi, who begins to revive her collection of bodies. The percentage on the screen increases slowly, which means it will take some time. Meanwhile, Adam finds the knife Tara dropped. Angry, he threw the newspaper into the fire and headed towards the cathedral. He raised his hand in the air so that the gargoyles could see it and walked away, causing the gargoyles to follow him. Leonore and her warriors immediately pursue him, and when a gargoyle attacks, Adam punches it, causing it to crash into a car. At Leonore's command, the other gargoyles began flying after Adam, so he started running towards Nibirius' laboratory. When a gargoyle gets close enough to attack, Adam grabs it and they go through the door. Their presence is soon discovered by security and a group of demons rush out to fight. Adam started burning them one by one when Leonore realized that he had brought them here on purpose. As a guard tries to approach Adam, a gargoyle swoops down and pulls him into the air to kill him. Then other gargoyles joined the fight, mercilessly slaying the demons and turning the battle into pure carnage. When Leonore saw Malachi fleeing from a secret entrance, Adam made his way into the laboratory and found Nibirius, who had revealed his demonic form. While Nibirius is distracted, Tara attempts to shut down the machine but is denied access. Noticing this, Nibirius grabbed her by the neck and threw her towards the electric dispenser. Adam immediately grabbed him and his body hit the machine in the process, electrocuting him. After a few painful seconds, Adam let go of Tara and fell to the ground. Meanwhile, Leonore and several gargoyles enter Malachi's lab, where they find all the bodies and a monitor shows the resuscitation process is 40% 100% complete at the same time. Naberius grabbed Adam and told him that he knew he wanted a soul, so he drew a demonic symbol on Adam's forehead and began to summon the souls of hell. In the hidden laboratory, the computer shows 92% when evil spirits begin moving towards the bodies, who begin to scream. Leonore ordered her warriors to destroy everything, so they began dismantling the structure and destroying the bodies. One of the souls manages to reach 100% body and the scream is replaced by a demon, however Leonore kills it in seconds. An evil spirit avoided all of the bodies and continued to fly upward until it reached Adam, causing him to scream as it wrapped itself around him. Naberius releases Adam and welcomes him into demonic life, but Adam looks up and erases the symbol from his forehead, unaffected by the possession. This means that Adam has a soul. Next, Adam picked up a sharp object and made several cuts to draw the symbol of luck on Naberius' chest, causing him to burst into flames. This explosion also begins to collapse entire buildings and gargoyles go flying while Adam reaches Terra just before she falls. The fiery ball of fire that was Naberius' soul also descended and Leonore rushed straight towards it. Outside, gargoyles stood watching the entire building sink into the ground. One of them flew towards him and watched as the fireball moved towards hell. At that moment, Leonore flew away, taking Adam and Terra with her while her warriors gave chase. Upon returning to the church, Leonore told Adam that he had found his highest purpose. Ultimately, Adam decided to fight for humanity and took his father's name, Frankenstein. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, leave a comment about your favorite movie, and we will make it next. Thanks for watching.